Hello, young man. I can see that you're struggling with the weight of perfectionism. You're not alone in this fight, my friend. We all have our own battles to face, and it's how we choose to overcome them that defines us. As someone who has walked the dark streets of Gotham, I've learned that the pursuit of perfection can be a double-edged sword. It can drive us to achieve greatness, but it can also consume us, leaving us crippled by the fear of failure. I remember the early days of my crusade against crime when I was convinced that I had to be perfect, that I had to have all the answers, and that I had to win every battle. But as the nights went by, and the bodies piled up, I realized that perfection was an illusion. I made mistakes, I stumbled, and I fell. But I got back up. Every time, because I knew that I had a purpose, a mission to protect the people of Gotham. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy. The fear of failure is a powerful enemy, and it can creep into our minds and whisper doubts about our abilities. But I've learned to face that fear, to acknowledge it, and to work through it. I've learned to be kind to myself, to recognize that I'm human, and that it's okay to make mistakes. Because, let's face it, mistakes are an inevitable part of the learning process. As I reflect on my journey, I realize that the biggest obstacle to overcome is not the external enemy, but the internal one. It's the voice that tells us that we're not good enough, that we're not smart enough, or that we're not strong enough. But I'm here to tell you that that voice is a lie. You are enough, just as you are. You have a unique set of skills, talents, and experiences that make you who you are. And that's what makes you special. So, how do you overcome the perils of perfectionism? First, you need to acknowledge that it's a problem. Recognize the signs, the anxiety, the self-doubt, and the fear of failure. Then, you need to take a step back, breathe, and remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes. Remember that the people who are most successful, the ones who have achieved greatness, are not those who have never failed, but those who have failed and gotten back up. It's also important to set realistic goals, to break them down into smaller, manageable tasks, and to celebrate your successes along the way. Don't be too hard on yourself, and don't get discouraged by setbacks, because, let's face it, setbacks are an inevitable part of the journey. But with each failure, you learn, you grow, and you become stronger. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Surround yourself with people who support you, who encourage you, and who believe in you. Because when you have a strong support system, you can face anything that comes your way. I've been fortunate to have Alfred, Commissioner Gordon, and the rest of the Bat family by my side. And I can tell you that it makes all the difference. As you navigate the complex landscape of perfectionism, remember that it's a journey, not a destination. It's a process of growth, of learning, and of self-discovery. And it's okay to take your time, to make mistakes, and to stumble. Because in the end, it's not about being perfect. It's about being authentic, being true to yourself, and being kind to others. So I want to leave you with a few final thoughts. First, be kind to yourself. Remember that you're human, and that it's okay to make mistakes. Second, don't be afraid to ask for help. Surround yourself with people who support you and who believe in you. And third, celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem, because in the end, it's the small victories that add up to make a big difference. And if you're struggling with perfectionism, I want you to know that you're not alone. There are people out there who care about you, who want to help you, and who believe in you. Don't be afraid to reach out, to talk to someone, and to ask for help. Because when you do, you'll find that the weight of perfectionism is lifted, and that you're free to be yourself, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. In the end, it's not about being perfect. It's about being brave, being kind, and being true to yourself. So, go out there, be yourself, and don't let the fear of failure hold you back. You got this, friend. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.